Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm your host, Diogenes, and welcome to another daily review. Today will be all about like simple trades because you guys asked me to simplify stuff more. All right, so I won't be going to hard stuff anymore, and I'll try to help you guys find simple setups and be done for the day. All right. So this was yesterday's price action on the 72 minutes, all right? So we were doing lower lows, so we were bearish, yeah. And remember, we were in a very balanced already range. So we were in low resistance conditions. So we were not obliged every time to go back to the 50% of the last range, right? So here was the zone, the last zone created, right? On the 72, right? And this was the 72 valid high, all right, of that zone, okay? So when we go to the 12, right, we can see that London started somewhere here, right? And all they did is like go up to the zone, right? So yesterday I didn't trade anything here. I didn't take anything here in London because I wasn't present, okay? And only I was interested in the market somewhere right here, all right? And I was aware of this zone, okay? And I was aware of what M1 were doing, okay? So I was either waiting for long here from this zone, okay? From the 50%, but price never actually came back, all right? But I had this zone market here. It's a good, very good zone, all right? So actually my first trade was this short, right? Then oh, why I took this short again, okay? So we had a zone, all right, that we left with displacement, all right? So I like them a lot. Those are the Omaha zones from my buddy Mark from Omaha, okay? So those zones that we leave with displacement like that and we never mitigate, we always, they have like a high probability win rate that they will give like the 1-to-1, right? Or you can at least take some points if you're not comfortable with waiting for the whole 1-to-1 thing, all right? So after it, yeah, there was this other Omaha zone, right? And it gave another 1-to-1, okay? So today, guys, I'm not going into like very hard stuff. I'm just going for how you can make your money easily, just knowing how a zone forms, all right? And when we leave it with displacement and never come back to it, that's how it works, all right? So this was the next trade, all right? And again, now I can, let me clean this for you guys. So here again, we were doing something like that. Okay, so this was the last zone for me. Okay, that we left with displacement. Okay, so again I took the 1-to-1. All right, Mark also took the 1-to-1, and lots of the members of the Gorilla Chapters group all took this long. Right, it was like a really easy setup. All right, I'm not gonna go into like even harder models today, like the Gorilla or anything. You guys asked for simplicity, and you shall receive. Right. So after that, I didn't touch the market because market open was here. All right. So I was just looking at how things went, and as you can see, the last valid or protect low were here. So here we know that we changed, we flipped bearish. All right. So for me, the last zone that we needed to tap before more bearishness was this. Okay, I was waiting for the price to go back to the 50%, right? But it never happened, and this actual SNDR held price here. All right, and the other reason why is I think it was like the M12. Yeah, it was the M12 valid high that held price here. All right, so that's why sometimes price never go mitigate deeper. Right, so it's not a problem. They won't give us the trade, and oh well, we will take the next setup. All right, no problem. We didn't have a trade here. We don't feel FOMO or anything whatsoever. All right, so we just wait. So here, when we left this zone, we created this zone. Okay, so you need to really focus on what you're doing, because we broke with a small body here. So I saw a lot of guys that took this long, thinking that we wicked this low, and we created double bottom takes the highs, right? And they had this unmitigated 50% in mind. So they unfortunately got stop lost, all right? But it was like a very easy setup. All right, so again, simple stuff, right? We see our zone, we break under it. What do? We just take it from the 50%, 1-to-1. Now granted, some zones are bigger than other zones, but when you are trading the system, you have like enough time to calculate the risk. All right, so you can take it with micros, you can take it with minis. It depends on your risk appetite. So for me personally, I like when the market is good, I like to risk like $200 per setup. And when I don't trust myself or something like that, I do risk $100, right? So I just calculate the risk with actually this tool, right? So here you can play with the risk here, and they will give you how much units or lots you have to open for it, right? So this was a win, right? And look guys, if you're like really patient, right? When you are really patient, you always get your wins. All right, so then all right, when we took this low, okay, what do I always tell you guys when we take a low? We were in accumulation, okay, and we will always take this last zone at the low of the range. So the last zone at the low of the range is that measure of wick in higher time frame before closing. So we always tend to take it before any movement like in the same trend. Okay, so we always take this range at the bottom, right? So again, we did this flip, all right, and then we did this flip, all right, and we had to go back to mitigate something when we closed here, right? So again, same thing here. You never take a trade from here, from this zone, because it's not in accumulation above this high, all right? Sorry if you guys are hearing my daughter, she's playing. Okay, so then we took, right, we never came back to the 50%. I was ready to go long there, right? Then after we created this zone, right, and we somehow were in a small range, yeah, and I took this 1-to-1, right? So this was a next trade. I took this 1-to-1, right, like that, easy, and I was getting ready here. I was getting ready because I saw that, sorry, I knew that this zone was gonna do the work, right? Why? Because it's the only unmitigated zone now in this retracement or this, all right? And it's also, we were also in the 50% of this whole zone, right? So look at where price stopped and went back again, right? It's fractal. Price is fractal. So this was like the zone within the zone, right? So what do you do? Again, what did I do? I didn't want to take like crazy trades yesterday. Like I was busy doing some stuff, right? So I was just setting my 1-to-1s, all right? And somehow it was a good day, right? So guys, that's it. That was it for yesterday. We are still in the bearish order flow for now. As you can see, you can make a lot of money just with those simple trades, right? Even if you like take this trade, right? Even if you don't know some rules, of you are still starting and you don't know some rules that you definitely will know with experience, right? You could have taken this trade, right? And either take a break even or a loss, right? It's either a break even or a loss, right? So even if you took the loss, you'd still be profitable, because the win rate on this is like really crazy, yeah. And you just need to trust yourself more, and that's about it, right guys? Okay, that's gonna be it for today. Cheers.